cunt, and this is Rik Mayall talking to Lee Cunt. This is Sancho. 1 2 1 2 pop pop pop. That's what you're saying, Sancho.
Really?
Yeah, 1 2 1 2 pop pop pop.
Cool.
That's why they have a pop song.
Fantastic.
Okay, hi, this is Rik Mayall. I'm talking to Lee, the grooviest man on the planet. Never mind the Midlands. He's from everywhere, but we are talking about England. England is going to win the World Cup because I'm Rik Mayall and Lee is cool.
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 I like the way this is going. So, Rick, tell me about the track. I heard it's taken a year to do the video.
Absolutely. That's because it's so important. As you know, I was dead for 5 days in 1998 while I was bringing down Blair. Blair just decided to assassinate me because Tony Blair's a cunt.
Yes.
Quite frankly. You know I have no political allegiance to anyone, but Tony Blair is a cunt.
Yeah. But he's gone now. Who are you voting for?
Yeah. Who am I voting for? I'm voting for Rik Mayall and England.
Cool.
Politics is not important. I've already brought down the Thatcher administration. I brought down Tony Blair's administration. It's got nothing to do with the fact that when he got voted in 1997 or whatever it was, he didn't invite me. He invited Harry Enfield and people like that to the party.
Oh, wait,
Were me and Adolf?
No.
Fucking no. So I went to get powerful and then I brought him down. That's not important. The fact of the matter is he had me assassinated and I was dead for 5 days. I went to hell and I was thrown out from hell because I can't go into details now. But I was brought back to Earth to put together something to help England win the World Cup.
Okay, cool.
And so I decided, what shall I do? Okay, what am I going to do? Suddenly, get a phone call. Yeah, it's Rik Mayall here. You want to show? Of course you do, yes. Who is it? Exeter University. Exeter University. I thought, whoa, strange. I go to Exeter University, and a year and a half ago, I was given a doctorate. I am Rik Mayall. I was given a doctorate of literature because I'm such a genius. So I think, okay, let's bring out a World Cup single to help England win the World Cup. Right, I'm a doctor of literature. I should know what the fuck I'm doing. Any cunt doesn't call me a fucking literary genius. Literary, fucking word is all, you know, that poncy word. Yeah, I'm just a doctor. I don't fuck about words. Doctor of literature, right? Okay, I'm going to bring out a single. It's going to be called, got it, Noble England. Who's the best writer in the country? Me. Okay, that's no good. Who's the second best writer in England? Got it. William Shakespeare. Get one of his speeches. Get a heroic speech. Got it. Once more onto the breach, dear friends. This is where the clever go. From Henry V, when a small group of Englishmen went to a foreign land to have a war and be massively outnumbered by the enemy, who are all foreigners, don't forget. Yeah. You're on foreign land, massively outnumbered by foreigners. I'm talking about French people. I'm talking about I'm talking about French people, Germans, Italians, Spanish people, people from Netherlands, all those massive, beautifully equipped, fantastically paid, and this massive swarm of foreigners come towards these few Englishmen. There was Berber from Birmingham. There were scholars like, hey, all right, do you want to buy a fucking car? All that. There were Londoners. There was just a small handful of Englishmen, and they won that because they were led by Henry V, which is why the second greatest writer in the English language, William Shakespeare, wrote his play about Henry V. So it seemed obvious to me that I should bring out a rock song, sometimes called a rap song, sometimes called jazz song, whatever. It's not really a song so much as an anthem, that's the word. Me and William Shakespeare bring out an anthem, right, to help enliven the English support for the English team. So we have 52 million people, 52 million brave and proud English men, English women, English children, English pensioners. We have 52 million people that need enlivening because the greater the support, the greater the team will play. See? Yeah. So I need a song that everyone's going to love, but not just think, oh, that's a nice foot tapping thing. It's going to make their blood richer. Yeah. It's make them want to really stand for their country. I recorded that because my sword and my honour stand at my country's beck and call. I stand like every good English man and woman at my country's beck and call to do the service. Time has come for us all to stand together. We happy few, we brave few, we few English citizens, to defend our country against international defeat. Yeah. That is why Shaky Bill and I brought out a single.
Well, that was a good answer, I think. I think that's covered everything. Do you think English people, I mean, on the whole, they don't know their history as well as they should do? You know, do you think they're going to understand, you know, what
I think as soon as
the motive behind it?
There is factual history or there's soul history, where you just the perpetual pump of we've always been a discreet nation. We've always, showing off and being loud. God knows. If I may,
yeah.
God knows I am the ego-free Englishman. I've always been known as the ego-free Englishman. I'm the man who has no my modesty. In fact, has always been my Achilles heel.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, because I declare what being English is about within this song, that is the kind of history everyone needs to understand.
So they should let go of their modesty and just embrace being English.
Occasionally you have to.
Yeah.
But that modesty is Englishness.
Yeah.
When the chips are down, the chips get going.
I like it. So in Germany, you're not allowed to be very showy. I've heard that in their language you're not allowed to kind of show off or brag. Do you think English people are too reserved in that respect?
I wouldn't say too reserved. I think it's rather charming. But when the fight is on, every Englishman and Englishwoman's middle name is extreme violence. But we don't show off about it. We just wait until it's necessary and then we do it.
So who would win in a fight? England or Germany? A brawl, not a war.
Yeah, well, that kind of brawl. No, I'm talking about a moral fight.
Yeah.
I know that. Well, look, there have been 3 world wars. Well, this is the 3rd. You've got to understand that.
Right.
First World War, we won. The Second World War, we won. This is the 3rd World War, and we're going to win it. We're going to win it, right? If you look at the Mayan calendar was written 5.5 centuries ago, and it concludes. This is found somewhere around the area of Mexico. There's a pyramid, and in that calendar, so far it's predicted certain weird stuff that happens with the planet.
Right.
It also says that the entire end of the world, the whole world is going to end. In fact, the whole universe is going to end at 11 minutes past 11 on the 21st of December 2012. Now, when that happens, that is the end of time, that's the end of space, that is the end of everything, which is why they have to, every Englishman and woman, have to buy my single.
Yeah.
Because this is the last World Cup ever.
The last chance I get to buy the single.
Absolutely that.
And if they don't buy it, what are you going to do? Are you going to buy them?
If you don't buy the single,
they're in trouble. Right?
As it says in the Bible, it's predicted in the Bible. I think it's St. John, I'm not sure which chapter it is.
The end.
Yeah, it says, in 2010, if thou dost not buyest Rik Mayall's single called Noble England, what is written by him and Bill Shakespeare, right, who was only called Shaky Bill because he got caught wanking once, right, if you do not buy this, then you are a total cunt.
Yeah.
That's what it says in
the
Bible.
Proof there,
That's
so
what it says.
They shouldn't need anything more than that.
No.
Okay.
They just need commitment and bravery and the spirit. Look, let me just say, this magnificent England of ours, this magnificent, battered, bankrupt, old, trashed, wonderful country of ours needs to stand up for itself and just for once win the World Cup before the end of time.
Yeah, definitely.